And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weeknight. It is ISG football, folks, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3, the intersection of sports and gaming. We're the only show that talks and combines traditional sports and gaming. You'll talk the latest, and you'll hear about us talking about the latest in the world of the NFL. And also, we'll have a couple of Madden players at the same time playing for cash and prizes. It is ISG football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3, the intersection of sports and gaming, here on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, coming to you from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. All right, let's come inside, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG football early in the week, and also ISG basketball later in the week. Good to be here with you in this beautiful place here, man. Like I said, ISG football, folks. We talk the latest in the world of football and the NFL. It is the only show, we're the only show that combines and talks traditional sports and gaming, and we're ready to get this thing started. Shout out to our new partners here on Players TV, also on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. But shout out to Don and the good folks right here at 902 Brewing Company. You see the New York Giants. G-Man. 902 Brewing Company, located 101 Pacific Avenue here in Jersey City, a craft brewery, NJC, producing ales and lagers. Also, got the big bright tanks back there you'll see in the fermenters as well. Handcrafted beers and the best atmosphere. And shout out to the good folks here with the Elevate Real Estate Company here in our real estate show here. The guys learning some real estate and selling properties and things. Got some speakers going on right now. Shout out to Jordan and the good folks at Elevate. 902 Brewing Company, curated with good times made right here in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room, housing and hosting a variety of events. Also got the rooftop. Good to be here, folks, at 902 Brewing Company, 902brewing.com. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left of me. His name is Nubyjas Wilborn. He's a writer for SI, Sports Illustrated, and SI.com. He's up there in those three rivers, folks. It's the confluence. It's the confluence, folks. Those three rivers are, kind sir.
You got the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they combine at the confluence to form the Ohio.
It's the confluence, folks. It's the confluence, right?
Bring it in.
Which river flows right next to Acrocure and PNC?
The Allegheny.
He knows. I can't fool him anymore. I gotta come up with some new material.
Yeah, I don't see facts, Larry. You're gonna have to study.
It took a while, but we got there.
And shout out to the first lady of ISG football and ISG basketball. There she is, Andrea Richmond. Keeps up a down. She's in the A-Town, sports reporter down there in the ATL. What's going on down there, you ATLian?
Everything is all good in the neighborhood. You know, I would say like things have slowed down, but they haven't. Apparently, there's an alien walking around these streets just saying up to everybody, and I'm hoping that
we're live on the air right now, guys, on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, in the Black Network, and Players TV. Elevate.
What's going on? Hopefully they can meet the Atlanta alien too. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can make it a whole family trip because that boy looks like he gets outside too.
The Atlanta alien, is that John Rocker?
Oh boy. Remember during the Super Bowl, like John Rocker and Pat Mahomes' dad? I think that was kind of staged, but that was kind of interesting seeing those guys. You guys ready to get this thing started here, man? On Players TV, Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN, and In the Black Network?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. ISG football, the only show that talks and combines traditional sports and gaming. Let's take a look at the rundown real quickly here on ISG football. Trump giving the Redskins or the Commanders an ultimatum. He wants them to revert back to the old name. I don't like saying that name, but it's in the news, so we got to talk about that a little bit. Jalen Hurts, not in Cam Newton's top 10, his rationale for that. And the NFLPA's Lloyd Howell resigned from the NFLPA. Before he did, they found out about the expense strip clubs, plural. He was wilding in Atlanta and Miami. Can't say that I blame him. I've been to both of those places. We'll talk about these two establishments coming up. And TJ Watt, shout out to him. Highest paid non-QB in NFL history. It just keeps going up and up. $41 million on the annual value. We'll talk about that. And aura farming, now trending in sports, where it came from. And this young kid from Indonesia has got the whole world in the palm of his hands and the craze with the aura farming. All right, how about the rules here? We got this Madden matchup coming up. All Madden competitive game style head-to-head current rosters. We like to call those regs. 5-minute quarters, king of the keel format. There you win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. Folks, $50 guaranteed, $40 to the winner, and you lose, the runner-up runs up out this piece with $10 in cash. You win 4 straight weeks. You do win an NFL license. Zip Chair, folks, go to zipchair.com. Literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They got office furniture, gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also NCAA-inspired chairs, and any custom pieces you want. Shout out to the folks at zipchair.com on Strong Island, and the marketing lady, our lady, Tina Altadonna, there at ZipChair. Check them out online, zipchair.com. How about the matchup here for the Madden matchup here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN, in the Black Network, and Players TV. WhereIsChandler, if you're looking for him, he's right here playing with those Eagles. And our current King of the Hill, the champion, FearTheHuskers, playing with the Steelers. We got a Keystone State battle here and a showdown in Pennsylvania. All right, real quickly, folks, before we get started here, let's take a look at the profiles of these two young men we were just talking about. We'll start with the challenger, WhereIsChandler, playing with the Eagles. Government name, Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas, down there in Dalworth, the Metroplex. 22 years of age, he's a college student. Has a sort of emphasis on graphic arts. Hopefully we can get him on the ISG show team here very soon. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances for young Chandler Cooks. And how about the King of the Hill, our champion? Boy, he's on a nice little run here. FearTheHuskers, a.k.a. Robert Neely from Omaha. 27 years of age, civil engineer, currently constructing and working on the tallest structure in Omaha, Nebraska. Some 43 stories there in Omaha. 5-time ISG Madden champ. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. Mollipop Grapes, mollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy, folks. Mollipop taking world by sweet storm with their pink bag promise. You see there are those pink bags in your local grocery stores. You got to understand you're getting high quality produce. Mollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Some 20 different varieties of grapes. And shout out to Brian and those folks at Mollipop Grapes. Man, they got the pressed juices online as well. Man, pick them up in your local grocery stores. Mollipopgrapes.com. You see Andrea Richmond. Wow. Is that right?
Ooh.
Am I, 3-2? Am I 2.5 games back of her? This is not good. And there's Nubyjas Wilborn down there at 1-1. Let's go ahead and get everybody in. Let's get a quick producer. I don't like this. Get her off the screen.
You even know that.
Andrew.
Shout out.
I don't like that. No, shout out to you.
Shout out to Me, Bless Me, Excuse Me, Bless Me. Shout out Quentin Williams.
Hey, I'm hating tonight, man. I don't like this. Let's start with you, Rich. Who you got, man? You got Eagles. Oh, here we go with the Steelers.
You know what? Oh, I thought Here We Go was going to be,
that's
our
Dak.
boys, man. Come on.
But the Steelers is Here We Go. That's their, little moniker. Yeah. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Future
Pittsburgh's
Steelers?
going to the Super Bowl.
Come on.
No, they're not. Not anytime soon.
They
Not
might.
anytime soon. Yes,
Oh,
not
hey,
anytime
Pittsburgh's
soon.
loaded this year. They got a shot.
Yeah, they got an old man at quarterback though.
Ooh,
I got an old team.
geriatric.
I'm
And guess
saying.
what? Somebody who's an old man, at least comparatively to both Chandler in this league, I believe, and also too, I guess in Asia as well. It's Huskers. So let me go ahead. I'm sorry, Huskers, for throwing the H-I over there, but shout out to Huskers. He's my guy. He's probably younger than me anyway. Shout out.
Ageism. That is not good, Andrew Rich. We need to take that back. So you go with Huskers, correct?
I'll go with Huskers. Gotta fear him, man. Gotta fear him.
All right, Nubyjas, are you looking for Chandler or are you fearing Huskers? Which one?
I don't know. I think we'll go with the Steelers here. I think we'll go with them. In spite of their ineptitude in real life, in video game life, I think they'll be better.
I got to make up some ground. Chandler, where you at, man? I need you, brother. Come on, man. You got the better team in Madden. You got the Eagles. Stop playing around, man, and put an end to this nonsense and show your worth, man. Show out for the folks there in Dalworth, in the Metroplex. Do your thing. I'm taking Chandler playing with those Eagles. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up, man. Let's get ready for this matchup here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Chandler playing with the Eagles. Let's go ahead and lock it up. Also, our champion, FearTheHuskers, the current King of the Hill, playing with the Steelers. Guys, let's go ahead and play it out right here from Nato to Brewing Company, ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located on Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. Guys, play it out. Good luck, and may the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. Check them out, 3 locations, one in Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Sports bar and indoor golf lounge with 16 bays, 15 regular bays, and 1 huge VIP suite. Got the simulators and those suites there, folks. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll, of course, have. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience there. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out, Golf Zone Social, 3 locations. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started here. First quarter here on ISG Football, the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming. Larry Ridley with CBS Sports. ISG Football here on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, right here for SI, Sports Illustrated, SI.com. To the right of me, to the right of him at the top, Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Peace up, A down. She's there in the ATL. Huskers in the middle of the screen on the right. Our current champion, the King of the Hill, playing with the Steelers. He's got the ball and already in the high red zone there, so pretty close to scoring. Chandler playing with the Eagles. He's on defense there in white. He is on D. All right, let's start with the NFL, guys. And the big story, of course, is our president, number 45 and 47, keeping score there. Donald Trump wading into, the sports world once again. He basically says, look, man, Commanders, you don't want to play ball? You don't want to go back to the old name? I'm not going to give you money, and I'm going to make sure there's going to be some issues with your stadium. Here's what he said on Truth Social. The Washington Whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. There's a big clamoring for this. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the six original baseball teams with a storied past. Our great Indian people in massive numbers want this to happen. He says, look, I might put restrictions on them. If they don't want to do this, well, there will not be a deal for them to build a stadium in Washington. A lot of people saying, all right, President, what are you doing with this? You got other things going on, prices, economy, gas, whatever. There's also this Epstein file there, and that's what this is about, in my opinion. Yes. Got to throw some stuff on the wall. Distraction. What's going on here with Trump and talking about this? Look, there's a small population. There's some people that do want to go back to that name. Not going to discount that. But there's a lot of people also out there in the Native American community that are saying, hold on, we did not ask for this. We don't want this. Your thoughts here, Andrew Richmond, start with you.
Do I personally agree with the fact that the Commanders are a really bad name? Is it better than the Washington football team? Absolutely. It's right. Commanders the best thing that we can do? No. Sure, fine, whatever. This dude is definitely doing this because, again, he loves to gossip. He's a very gossipy little person over here. But then also, as a distraction, because there are a lot of other things going on behind him and beside him, and there's a pot that's boiling around him when it comes to the Epstein files.
About 3 weeks now, and it ain't going away.
And it's not going away. And it's funny how, again, his supporters really felt like he was going to be the hero champion, even though he personally sent this dude letters. And you feel like the fact that he's going to have your side and let the information leak to you, it doesn't make any sense, right? It's very dumb. But again, you need a distraction if you're Trump, right? And you always talk about everything. He loves to talk about football. So let's give a take to a team that's around the area and see if it'll pick up publicity. And I guess it has. Congratulations. But we're not going to let it hide it from the main thing, which is, man, you have an unnatural allegiance to weirdos, as one Cat Williams would say.
Yeah. When you look at it as well, guys, I know CNN just came out with some video of him at an event in 1999. This is going to be a slow trickle. The House, they adjourn early for 5 weeks now, a couple of days early, getting out of town for the August recess there. Clearly, they don't want to deal with it. His fellow Republicans. Look, we don't like to delve into politics, and we're not going to do that on this show. But he inserted himself into this, and we're going to give him a little distraction here. But we're also going to tell the truth here. Your thoughts here, Nubyjas. What do you think here? What is Trump trying to do here? Is it as simple as that? Get everybody off the Epstein stuff? We saw with the MLK release the other day with the files from the FBI. Look, if you're going to release stuff, let's go. I got some for you to release right now.
Right. They're a bigger fish, I think, personally.
This person who has managed to get himself elected twice, and we could question how that happened. I do think
it did, but it did. Let's be fair. He got elected twice. He did. No, we're not going to play the game. He won. He won twice. Keep going. He won twice, and he lost in 2020. That's it.
For what we know on paper, as of now,
right?
They say he won.
He won. He's in the White House.
I have doubts about how he won.
Now you sound like them. You sound like them.
No, I sound like someone who reads. They don't. I sound like someone who reads and is aware of how the world works. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I'm just saying.
I got to correct the record here in real time, folks. He won in 2016. He won in 2024. Lost in 2020. I don't care what nobody else says. Those are the facts. You can Google them all you want. There you go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hey, I'm just saying we find out stuff later sometimes.
Right.
But I digress. You know, it always is interesting because these people will say for sports to stick to sports, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. How come the politicians can't stick to politics? Because this ain't got nothing to do with anything other than this man trying to create chaos and drama. You know, it's like a blitzkrieg, right? Where you just throw all these things at the wall.
I like that word, blitzkrieg. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
We out here. We
Okay.
Okay. We got the vocab going. We outside.
We're some smart people. We are.
Yes.
You know, but it is one of these things where this man just is a constant barrage, if you will, of just attack of information and things to distract you from the fact that he's cutting out food stamps, to distract you from the fact that your Mima gonna be homeless one day with no food to eat. The fact that if you're a woman who wants to have a child, good luck trying to do that in a lot of states. You know what I'm saying? Like, since we got to talk about, you know, this is here, let's be clear about what this man is doing and how it is destroying the fabric of this country. He lied about not knowing about Project 2025, and everything he has done has been a Project 2025 thing. We can go on and on and on. The point is,
let's narrow it a little bit more to the football, to the sports part of it. I know we are literally in the intersection right now of sports and politics, and he brought this, but let's try to stay as close to sports as we can.
Well, we've also seen his track record with sports. He destroyed the USFL.
He did.
And remember, he won like a cent. He won like 2 cents. $3. Right.
I don't even think it was $3. Wasn't it like 2 cents, 3 cents?
It was a check for a little.
It's like $1.
But the point is, he destroyed that league. He tried to buy an NFL team back when Terry Pegula ended up buying the Buffalo Bills, and Roger Goodell had to basically come out and call him a broke boy, okay, and said that, hey, we don't believe his money's real. Oh, and by the way, we've seen his impact on sports. He also wants to get involved in NIL stuff. All I'm saying is look at his boxing record, look at his track record in sports to show you that he's not a sportsman. He cheats at golf, by the way.
But
just so we're clear, he's a liar and a cheater.
Yeah, I mean there's some truth to that. Let me ask you guys this: will this work? Will Josh Harris and those guys look? The Commanders have said we're not going back. They've been the Commanders since what? I believe 2022. I think 2021, 2020 they were there. The 19 was the last year of the R word. 2020, 2021 they were the football team. So it's just 2022 Commanders. Are they going back to that? I don't see it. If not, I know they can go to Maryland or Virginia. If he wants to play that political game.
I hope not. I hope this doesn't become a real thing. But also, this just shows how petty this man is, and that he's willing to withhold funding, jobs, livelihood, because of his thing. Because all he's trying to do is appeal to his fan base.
And I like what you said about the fact, like, he's like, what you essentially said earlier was that he's like a gossip queen, right? And that actually works into his favor because, again, he has all these takes and opinions about all these different things. And it serves as a distraction, a greater distraction for all the evil things that he's putting into place that are making things objectively, the material conditions, objectively worse for everybody who's around in this country. So, again, I feel like this is you placating to the people who are around there. You don't have a lot of friends in that area, right? The DC fan base, I guess, or whatever, saying, hey, I know there's some old people that really do love that old name. And
they do. That's what I'm saying. We're being fair here, but there's a lot of people that do. I don't know if it's a majority of people. I know it's not a majority of Native Americans, but there is a faction. He's
trying to get some type of goodwill or good nature in time that there are a lot of people who can understably, including from his own base.
I think his HUD guy is a former player with Washington. His HUD guy.
For the things that are just released. Again, he's trying to curry some favor with some people, and unfortunately, it's not working. Don't you know we can see you? We can see you.
Is Marquette going to change their name back? Is St. John's going to change their name back?
Right.
I'm just saying, like, come on now. How far are we going to go with this? Come on, stop it,
Well,
man.
to be fair, what about the Atlanta Braves? What about the Florida State Seminoles? What about the Kansas City Chiefs? Now, I would say living in Miami and Orlando and knowing the Florida State situation, the Native
That's a little
Americans, the
different.
Seminoles,
Yeah.
they're about that. You know what I'm saying? There's some synergy there. They're simpatico. They're together on this. I don't know about the Atlanta Braves. So I know the tribe is behind it, and I think they do get some money as well.
Well, I was saying with the Atlanta the word Braves is not considered a slur.
It's not slur.
Now
Exactly.
the tomahawk chop thing.
Yes, I think that is very questionable.
We can get that out the paint. But
Yeah.
the team name is not a slur, which
Right.
there is a difference between something being a slur
Sure.
versus
All
not.
right.
But ultimately, the
10 seconds.
Native Americans should be the ones because they're
Thank
the ones
you.
most impacted.
I want to
They
hear
should
from
be the
them.
ones
That's all I care about. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about us. I don't care about anybody but them.
But
It's
I don't
them
like
that I
the
care
commander's name, though. I will say that.
But look, I mean, the R word, it was tight. I mean, look, you can say,
No, I
man,
don't
they were
like
one of the
either of
top
those.
5 franchises in the NFL.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
think
really.
all those names
So-
are trash. Like something else, please.
And the Commanders are going back to some of the 1990s inspired uniforms that you're going to be wearing.
The
You're
last
still going to
time
have
they
the
won.
W on the helmet, but all the old R uniforms. What they were at RFK Stadium from the 70s to 1991, 92, 96. I think 96 was the last year in RFK or something like that.
Yeah, when they were good.
They were good last year.
Yeah, they were. They were fun. But
First
you know,
NFC
come on.
Championship game in a long time.
I'm
Since like
talking about
91.
Really good.
Right.
Consecutive.
All right, guys, we'll keep an eye on Trump and see how this plays out politically and in the sports world. Once again, Josh Harris and those guys, they haven't said anything. I'd like to see them comment on this, though. Or maybe they don't have to, but I'd like to see them like, no, we're not changing it. And if he wants to play this game and be a bully, okay, we'll go to Maryland or we'll go to Virginia. But and there's a question of how much the president can do. That's why I think he was careful when he said a portion of this or whatever. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this story. Very important story on the NFL. I know Roger Goodell's got to be scratching his head and pulling his hair out like, dude, stop talking about the NFL.
I know something.
It's not
you
like I
can
got
do.
rid of you.
Okay, we'll go. 5 seconds. Go.
Stop, talk less and do more work. That's what
There you go. Eggs, gas prices. That's what we're about.
Right.
That first quarter brought to you by our good friends. We got a scoreless, got a 3-0 lead here for the Eagles. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week right there in Bayonne, New Jersey, where I trap at. Great food atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Libations are definitely flowing there, guys. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. That is happy hour. Mariachi shows as well every other Tuesday. We'll be there in a couple of weeks. DJs on the weekends. Got Latin nights on the weekends as well. They even have the beautiful patio. Check them out there. The Golden Eagle. It is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of Nautical Brewing Company here in Jersey City. Literally CBS Sports, ISG football here on your TV screen, on your device, on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and also in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, writer for Sports Illustrated, to the right of him. Andrew Richmond to the right of him, a sports reporter from Atlanta. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, Huskers are defending champ, the King of the Hill, playing with the Steelers. He's got the ball near the red zone, down 3-0. The challenger, Chandler, playing with the Eagles. He's on defense. And he's in white there playing with the Eagles. There's a Madden game going on. They're playing for cash and prizes as we talk sports. The only show that combines traditional sports and sports talk with the world of gaming. All right, guys, back to the NFL talk. We were just talking about Trump and the Commanders. How about Cam Newton back in the news? Shout out to Cam Newton. Got a great podcast there with Cam Newton. What is it, 4th and 1, I believe, with Cam Newton. We see him also on ESPN and First Take doing some good stuff. Recently, he was on his podcast on 4th and 1. He was talking about Jalen Hurts and Cam Newton on Jalen Hurts not being in the top 10. So Cam Newton says Jalen Hurts is not in the top 10. He started off the show by basically saying, I know everybody is going to get mad at this, and, Cam hating on Jalen, blah, blah, blah. But he says, look, it's hard to gauge him right now with the team that he has with the Eagles because of all the talent that surrounds him. 2 great receivers, like really good receivers. Best running back in football, best offensive line, great D-line, one of the top defenses in the NFL. He's not wrong about that. But he is wrong about this. Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he had him right outside the top 10. Jalen Hurts is somewhere in my book, 7-8 range. So he's not too far off, but he's there. And I would say this, what great teams and great players aren't surrounded by other great players? That's how you That's how you win, no matter what the sport is. And about your thoughts here on Cam Newton saying Jalen Hurts not in the top 10.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, and his opinion is more informed than most. I will absolutely give him that. I mean, and by the way,
an MVP, former MVP.
I mean, hey, and let's be clear. I can make a very strong argument. He had the best season a college football player has ever had that year at all.
2010.
Because nobody else on that offense got drafted.
Or defense, right?
Right, Nick Fairley.
No, Nick Fairley.
Nick Fairley was the one, but but I'm saying, like, they did not have a lot of NFL talent on that team. And Cam Newton, get on my back, boys, and I'm gonna take you there. And he had an incredible run with the Panthers. A borderline Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but borderline. So I will give his opinion more credence than most. However, I respectfully disagree. I do think Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. But to be clear here,
where in the top 10? Where do you have him? Close to the top 5, or like I had him 7 to 8 range?
Yeah, I'd say somewhere in that 5 to 10 range, wherever. I mean, it gets a little. I mean, look, Patrick Mahomes is the guy, right?
Absolutely.
Then you got Josh Allen. Then you got
Lamar, Burrow.
Yeah, you know that crew. Right. I mean, but you get past that, right?
That's a question.
You gonna tell me there's a bunch of quarterbacks better than Jalen Hurts?
You got Stafford, you got Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, you got the old man in Pittsburgh now. So
I'm not putting Aaron Rodgers up there. On credentials, maybe,
Aaron
but not
and
no.
Russell are lower now.
No.
I mean, also, but hey, Jaden
maybe
Daniels,
Jared Goff.
Jaden Daniels is hot.
I've seen people have Baker Mayfield in front of him.
See, and
let's
talk about Jaden. Let's talk about Baker Mayfield. This is where I insert myself right here because.
Justin Herbert, by the way. Don't forget about Justin Herbert.
He's in my top 10. Top 10 talent. He hasn't won a playoff game yet.
Yeah, he hasn't won a playoff game. But let's talk about someone like Baker Mayfield, right? Because Cam Newton said, I just can't really tell what this player is like without a great team around him. Mind you, the Eagles, the year before Jalen Hurts came in, when did they win? Just about like 3 or 4 games, I believe, when they came in, right? Jalen Hurts took over for Carson Wentz. They ended up making the playoffs. The Eagles did, right? So we know that with a not-so-good team, right, Jalen Hurts was able to do well. Meanwhile, on the other end, Baker Mayfield, we have seen him literally... If it wasn't for luck that got him to the Broncos, he would not be a starting. The Buccaneers. He would not be a starting quarterback right now.
Hey,
okay?
but here's the thing though. But here's the Baker though.
Did not end up working out with him at the end of his Browns tenure, right?
Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Baker's been balling the last 3 or 4 years. Baker's been balling.
I agree, but think about
now, is he a top 10 quarterback? It's close.
And think about the wide receivers and the offensive line that he has around him, right? This was an offensive line, and this was a group of wide receivers.
Sure, but their defense not as good as when Tom Brady was there, and he's been balling. He's been putting up numbers. They are winning because of Baker Mayfield.
He has a lot of help.
Fair.
And so does Jalen Hurts, right?
I was about to say Jalen Hurts has more talent.
They both have a lot of talent around them,
yes.
but we've seen Baker Mayfield not be able to level up talent and competition around him and losing his job. Jalen Hurts has never been in that situation.
Well, Philly's defense way better than Tampa's.
Right?
Philly's defense is better than Tampa's right now.
Philly's defense was way better, but that offense wasn't doing anything. They did not make the playoffs. They were not a good team the year before. Baker Mayfield lost his job, okay? And he has Myles Garrett around him.
Mayfield has won a playoff game, though, in Tampa. He's won a playoff game.
He has won a playoff game, and that's great.
And they ran into like the number 1 seed. Didn't they lose to like Detroit or something like that?
He got that with a team that was not very good. The Eagles were looking like they were going to rebuild his first year there. And he was able to turn that around.
and they put some talent around him too. They went from bad to good because of all the talent around him.
They have put in a lot of talent around him. I know that, but I'm saying that you've seen one player rise above circumstances that were not very good and still do well, right? And I feel that with Baker Mayfield, unfortunately, he has not had as much success, especially when his offensive line is not good. So I think Jalen Hurts' ability, especially with the rushing ability, gives that team and teams better floor.
No, I've got Jalen Hurts slightly higher than Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield's right there. Like I've got Jalen like 7 or 8. I've got Baker like 9
Yes.
or 10.
All right,
I'm just saying
me
that
say this,
Cam Newton's methodology doesn't make sense when you
Okay,
have
fair.
Baker
Well,
Mayfield in that
but-
equation,
well,
or also Jared Goff too.
Go ahead,
Well,
Nubyjas. I think we're
All right.
together on this one.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on the Baker thing.
Yeah.
Because
Real quick.
show me any quarterback that's been good with the Browns the last 50 years. Show me one.
No, but he
It's
has
been
great-
two quarterbacks.
No,
It's been two
no,
quarterbacks taken to the
no,
playoffs.
I'm
My
not-
quarterback, Kelly Holcomb from college at Middle Tennessee, and Baker Mayfield. That's it.
Baker Mayfield won a playoff game, did he not? And I think
did.
they underperformed
He
in that playoff game, in my opinion.
I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm saying if we're talking about,
Well, they should have beat the Chiefs that year too.
If we're
Yes,
talking
they
about Baker,
underperformed.
right? If we're talking about Baker losing his job with the Browns, they haven't had a quarterback keep their job ever. So I can't really factor that. I'm talking about, but what he is today. I do think Baker has had a resurgence with Tampa Bay that has shown
Yes.
himself.
I agree.
Now, do I think that Jalen Hurts is better than Baker? Yes, but I'm not gonna like totally dog out Baker.
I agree.
No,
Because
yeah.
of what he did with the Browns.
I agree.
The
Because,
intent
I mean,
is not to
nobody's
dog
done-
Baker.
I know. what
I
you're
got you.
saying.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's to say, like, he's done more with less.
Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. All right.
Yeah,
look.
but there is no less than the Browns, though. To be fair,
Okay. How about this?
what less is there than the Browns?
How about this?
Exactly.
So far in his first 4 years.
Well,
Hold on. I want to get you guys on this real quickly. Jalen and Cam. You can make the argument, and I would say it's not even an argument. I think it's clear evidence. Jalen Hurts' first 4 years, he's been better than Cam Newton. Look at the numbers. It's clear.
Don't
He's
say
been
that.
better than
That
Cam
hurts
Newton.
my heart.
I ain't finna
Don't
do
say
that.
Yes. Look at his numbers.
No,
First
but
4 years,
I
he's
will
been to 2
say-
Super Bowls and won one.
If we are talking about a quarterback who has been severely hurt by the team built around him, it's Cam Newton, man.
Yo,
Nah,
and that
yeah.
look, he's been to 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. The one he lost 2 years ago to Pat Mahomes, he outplayed him.
Yeah,
Outplayed him. And this year was the Super Bowl MVP.
he did. I think that Cam
Look at the
Newton's
numbers,
team has
guys.
Never been anywhere as good.
Don't take
but
my word for it.
That's
I
probably
hear you. But there are times.
And that's no slight on Cam. Cam's a bad boy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
But there are times you got to go past the numbers. And Cam Newton, when he
He
hit
did with more
Carolina,
with less. He did.
I'm
He did.
just saying,
He did.
man.
He did.
Cam Newton was a force of nature.
He was.
And I mean, but I'm not knocking Jalen Hurts. I mean, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But also, you got to understand, Cam Newton. Talking about mobile quarterbacks. Show me a quarterback that's ever been more dangerous than Cam Newton as a runner.
Not many. Not many.
I'm just saying, like,
Dangerous.
Maybe
Cam
Lamar, maybe Mike
Ah.
Vick. That's about it.
Maybe.
It,
It
also,
depends on what you mean by dangerous.
Yeah, I was about to say you want speed, you want size, you want power.
I put it like this: even with those guys maybe being faster, I bet you which one would you rather try to tackle?
Look, yeah, exactly. Look, 4th and 1, and power run game, absolutely. All right, we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. We're way behind,
That's
man.
a big old man, dog.
We got to keep it moving. That second quarter got a 7-3 ball game here. Steelers with the lead. Second quarter brought to our good friends at Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn. We were just there last week. 187 Graham Avenue, located in the heart there of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and Beer Garden there, offering large array of local and domestic microbrews. 15 flat screen TVs with those 16 taps as well. Emblem, where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem, the ultimate destination for sports lovers. Check them out online, emblembk.com. We're back here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV and In the Black Network, Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football here on your screen. ISG, the only show that combines and talks traditional sports and gaming as well, the intersection of sports and gaming. We got Nubyjas, Wilborn, bottom left-hand corner of your screen there. In the middle, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Bottom right, Andrea Richmond, she's a reporter, sports reporter in Atlanta. Bottom at the left, Huskers. We got a Madden game going on as they're playing for cash and prizes. We talk sports and gaming here at the same time. He's playing for the Steelers, got a 7-3 lead and the ball in the red zone. Chandler playing with the Eagles, had a lead of 3-0. Now he's trailing here late stages of the third quarter. Let's get back to the NFL talk. Crazy story. Speaking of the NFL, the National Football League Players Association, Lloyd Howell. Didn't know a whole lot about Lloyd Howell until basically this resignation that came out earlier this week. So he stepped down, and then they found out a little bit later there were some expense trips to strip clubs, and that shouldn't have been there. There was a car service for over $700. They picked them up at the airport in, I believe, late 2023, like November-ish in 2023. That was over $700. He went to Tootsie's. Great spot, by the way, in Miami. A former like warehouse, like a Costco place down there. So I think it's the largest strip club in America, like 200 dancers. It's great. It's a great place to be if you want to just go and have some fun. Stayed there for almost 8 hours, expense that. And then just past February, went to Magic City. So he's got great taste. The thing is, and he spent $2,500 there. You can't expense that, bro. You can't do that. We've all done expense reports. What is going on here? Thoughts here, man, on Lord.
That ain't no money, man. That ain't no real money.
No, it's not. You just can't expense it, bro. That's all.
Man, let's be real.
Right.
They don't really care about that, man. They just add on stuff to the thing. Nobody cares. I'm pretty sure there are people with them on this.
Right.
And
there's some other stuff, the companies they used to work with, and the collusion that court filing with the collusion with the NFL, and those guys kind of knew about it with the NFLPA. It was a lot.
$2,500 in Magic City ain't gonna go that far. Okay. We're just gonna just leave it at that.
That's a lot of wings, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a lot of wings.
How many pepper wings? Come on.
That's a lot of wings, but it ain't gonna.
A lot of wings, a lot of thighs, a lot of breasts. That's a lot.
Yeah, it ain't. Not really.
Nah, you have to. If you go on a Monday,
really.
How do you know? Honestly. How do you know?
If you go on a Monday, it's not.
I'm just saying, it's not a lot. We're just gonna leave it at that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Not everybody can go in there and throw 30,000 and make it rain, man.
Hey, I mean,
$2,500 a dude. That'd be nice at any strip club.
No. I've never done no 30,000, but I definitely have seen more than. I'm just saying, 2,500 at Magic City on the right night. That ain't really.
Oh no.
That's not.
That's the type of money that blows by your shoe.
There's some VIP stuff going on too, man. Allegedly and reportedly there.
Well, I mean, hey, man, he's got to entertain people, man. Hey, man.
And I've been, and look, full disclosure, I've been to Tootsie's, been there, multiple times. It's a great place. It's huge.
Multiple times, huh?
Yeah, it's got like 2 stories. It's awesome. When you get there, it's huge.
Investigative work. Nubyjas.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who has once hosted this show from the Shake Joint, I guess.
Multiple shows.
Hey,
Shout out the Flamingos. We were there back in April and May.
All I'm saying is,
but you notice I didn't expense anything.
No, but
on the ISG account.
I mean, I get why this gets people attention, but this is very small in comparison to what is really happening. Where that group basically colluded against its own players.
I know.
Where
that's
that
crazy.
Group actually really.
To be fair, he did. I guess back channels. He did tell the union and some of the leadership what was going on.
Yeah,
but you're right.
I mean, this is like, there's some really.
There was like no real report. There was no real meeting about it.
I mean, there's really serious stuff that's going on here that you talk about unions and labor and how that actually works and how it shows that we're an anti-labor country. Mm-hmm. By the way, speaking of old boy from earlier, they're trying to make it to where people who go on strike can't get unemployment benefits because we're an anti-labor country. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And this is labor stuff, which actually is important. But we're focusing on the silly stuff.
Yeah. Hey, what silly season is talking season? Andrew, get in here. Want to get your thoughts? Want to get your thoughts, Andrew?
Pablo Torre is doing some of the best investigative
dude's on fire.
Work that we
Pablo Torre finds out. He's finding out every damn thing.
He is finding out. Faithful, for real. And
he is going around
and finding
out. And for some people,
he's not effing around though. Well, he ain't effing around at all.
I want to know how much they playing on the strip joints. Okay, please tell me all the salacious things that are gonna happen right here. That's
I guess one of the people doing the expense reports, they noticed that it was a Miami Gardens address, and they didn't know where it was, and they looked it up and they saw what's Tootsie's, and they realized and figured out like, oh boy.
But this is kind of indicative of the whole thing, right? If somebody does unserious things in order to game the system, it's no surprise that they stack up and they game the system not just in one avenue, i.e. collusion, not only to quarterbacks, but then also with guaranteed contracts. There's a lot of different various levels when it comes to the PA itself that the NFL has colluded for a long time. Head injuries, you can go on and on and on.
And by the way, this guy,
right?
Real quick, we're gonna keep it moving real quick.
But I will say this. Right? That you have to look out for the fact that, again, snakes exist in these places, and snakes do snakish things in one area and another area. Again, the PA needs to be investigative in way more levels. This is only the surface of what we've begun. So we have plenty more funny things than just strip club joints and wing money going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, but also he's accused by his other job for some
I was talking about that
accusations too. So that does make the strip club thing look a little funny, considering that he's accused of some other stuff.
Well, I think there was another an expense report that he got. I think somebody got fired, and he kind of got admonished a little bit, a little slap on the wrist. Same sort of situation.
Hey,
snakes do snaky
be careful.
Don't expense the strip clubs, guys. Even if they tell you, oh, it's got a different name, don't fall for it. Just eat it.
Drinks.
It's like Tom Brady, man, on first down, man. Just eat it, spike the ball, and live to play another down, man. Right, Andrew?
Of drinks and entertainment. Okay, that's where I go.
Man,
real quick, go ahead, bro. Come on, we gotta move.
I'm saying, like, would it be different if he spent $2,500 at Miami Prime or Prime 40? You know
Prime 112, Prime 112.
Yeah,
yes. That's a huge difference, because then you could say you're doing something with the player, because that's what he said. You know, it was like engagement.
We ate food and we had drinks.
Talking about football. It's like talking about NFLPA stuff.
$2,500 ain't get you to the Champagne Grill in Magic City. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, he was in the VIP room. VIP room was in there.
But it ain't getting you. It ain't getting you that kind of action.
There's some major scouting going on down in Miami. Hey, look, we got to keep it moving. That third quarter, man, we're in the fourth quarter. Got a 10-point ball game here. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. 2 locations, one in Staten Island and one in Brooklyn. We were just there last week. Best wings, beers, and burgers that you'll find, folks. Food and Wine Magazine said it's one of the top 5 wing joints in America, folks. And they're not lying. We're just talking about wings at Magic City. Kettle Black wings, Kettle Black Bar wings, they're right up there with Magic City. I would even say they're probably better. And that's a statement right there. Open daily 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Live music, DJs, trivia night, and all the sports that you want on those TVs there. 2 locations, Brooklyn and Staten Island. Kids like to call that child in. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. We're back here inside of 902 Brewing Company. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG football here, folks. Powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. Great to be here on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV. Also in the Black Network here at 902 Brewing Company, craft brewery here in Jersey City, producing those ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, and the best atmospheres curated with good times made right here in Jersey City. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, writer for SI.com, Andrew Richmond, sports reporter in Atlanta. Nubyjas, we got a good game going on right here, man. Huskers playing with the Steelers. He's on defense. Our current king of the hill, middle of the screen on the right-hand side. Can he hold on here with less than a minute and 20 seconds left? Chandler playing with the Eagles needs 2 scores to try to win this game or at least get it into overtime. He's playing with the Eagles. He's on offense there for the Madden game as they're playing for cash and prizes. And he's into the red zone now. Let's get back to the NFL real quickly. We were just talking about the Steelers. T.J. Watt, Mr. Steeler, number 90 there, gets paid, folks. Largest contract for a non-QB. So he's the highest paid non-QB in NFL history. 3 years, I believe $123 million, $108 million of that guaranteed. So that average annual value, that AAV there, right at $41 million per year. That's more than Jamar Chase, the receiver. I think he was at 40.25. And also Garrett with Cleveland was right at 40. So you know how it is. The next one is the newest contract and the biggest contract. Your thoughts here on Nubyjas. TJ Watt, man, you're there in Pittsburgh. It's the confluence, folks. It's the confluence. Those 3 rivers. Go ahead.
I mean, look, man, good for him. Get your money. Now I will say this. When it comes to Steelers lore, I'm very curious how you remember it. Because he didn't have a playoff win. You know what I'm saying? And actually, not only does he not have a playoff win, he has not really had a great playoff performance in the times in which they have gone to playoffs. So,
no, you're right. Regular season success, over 100 sacks. You're right.
Yeah, and that's really cool, but not for the Steelers.
I got a score here about the Eagles against those Steelers. 13-9. He's going to need an onside kick. Less than a minute to play. Go ahead, Nubyjas.
Yeah, I mean, but for Steelers lore, it's about Lombardis. It's about Super Bowl rings. It's about big-time performances. And while he has been a wonderful player, and I'm not saying it's his fault that he hadn't had a playoff win, he is not. So maybe we'll see this year if this will be, if they make the playoffs, he actually finally has a signature performance to go with that signature he's put on that check. And then if I'm his brother, I'm like, yeah, I'm never paying for another meal again.
Yeah.
Andrew, there was some talk, the reason why it wasn't working. Remember, we've been talking about this last couple of months where maybe some other teams might inquire about him. I guess inside they were talking about maybe some decline with him last year. But that's what they do. This is part of negotiation. You sit in baseball all the time with arbitration. Clearly, they value him because he's the highest paid non-QB in the history of the NFL. Go ahead, Andrew.
Imagine being one of the most dominant players in the league and not being paid. Commanders. Oh, imagine not signing a player that is, again, one of your top defensive players that you could really use and lean on. Bengals. I think that is really interesting that in a world in which we're getting a lot of anti-labor and a lot of this is just a bad week in general when it comes to the sports world and athletes getting paid their fair due or just the league not screwing them over. It's nice to see somebody getting their just due. Shout out to TJ.
Get your money, man.
That's a win right there.
Let's go put it away
for
right
hopefully
there.
Huskers.
Real quickly, aura farming. What do you guys think about this, man? How about this kid in Indonesia, man? Aura farming. Look at this kid. Man, Ryan Arkham Deacon. So what is it called? The race is called Howell Paku Jalur. And they've got him on the Melly Mike, the song, right? Young, Rich, and Black, man. I love it. Hold on, we got to do it together on the count of three, guys. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
You got an aura farm to buy. Why
you
got
an aura farming
right now? Okay?
I don't know. I guess my aura comes in different ways, I suppose.
Got to level up the wrist level, the wrist stats.
Yeah, with the wrist. Yeah.
Flip it again.
All right.
Is this not the craziest thing, man? You know what? This is the definition of farming and aura farming because he doesn't have to try very hard. He was just
vibing.
Hey, rowers do have a very, what do they call it? The orators who are helping the rowers, they do have a very important job, but I like the fact in Indonesia, they like, you can't just sit there. You need to vibe with it. You need to swag. Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
Put that little twist in it, please. Cherry on top.
Hey, man. Oh, man. I guess we'll see this. Who will be the first NFL player to try this? Will it be Justin Jefferson? Will it be...
I would say Juju.
I thought Travis Kelce did something like that recently, but I know we've seen the motorbike guys, some soccer guys. They've done it as well. I mean, and everybody's into it too, man.
Look,
it's gonna be a defensive guy somehow.
Oh, Jesus.
With the big belly too, giving it.
Okay, I mean,
and look, I mean, that's how, look how cool you got to be, man. You got the aura, the Riz. And it's like I said, it's just, I guess, naturally being cool.
You know, I saw a video the other day where they
I Show Speed did it as well.
They called something Riz dancing that I looked and it's actually just slow dancing, and they call it Riz dancing, and I'm like, where do we get to?
But I don't know if you guys saw that Drewski clip. Like, I guess people don't dance in the club no more. Apparently, like people are weird when they dance in the club.
Well, I mean,
all they do is this. All they do is this.
I'm gonna be Riz farming, baby. Come on, aura farming. Let's go.
Real quick, we gotta move. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, I think the dancing in the club is because of patriarchy and misogyny.
Oh boy, God, patriarchy. But being on these little speed canoes right here, being on these speed canoes here, he's there for morale. So he's done a good job. And shout out to this kid, 11-year-old from Indonesia, Ryan Akam Dika. All right, guys, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, he did. Guys, that fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends right here. 902 Brewing Company, located Pacific Avenue, Jersey City. Craft brewery here, producing ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, best atmosphere, curated good times in Jersey City. Spacious tap room, got a host of variety of events, got the rooftop as well. Shout out to Don and good people here. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. All right, we're back here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV in the Black Network, Larry Ridley, Sports, ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located Clifton, New Jersey, and Clifton off of Route 3. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, writer, SI.com, and Sports Illustrated. Andrew Richmond, sports reporter in the A. And how about Huskers? He won the Madden game as we talk and combine traditional sports talk and sports, e-sports gaming. Huskers playing with Pittsburgh. Your thoughts here, man? You were down 3-0, got a lead, came back, and you hit them with that bomb there at the very end, man. Just tell us how you felt in this game, man. A really close game, slobber knocker, man. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth in the phone booth.
It was a good old classic Steelers football. You know, we hung our hat on defense and got some stops. Kind of while I was trying to feel out the offense, and you know, just tried to chip away, and then we got a couple field goals at the end to make it a 2-score game. And then luckily we got that onside to secure the dub.
Yeah, well, what's it like, man, playing with different teams every week, man? It's kind of a different league, man. You know, we wanted to sort of match up with whatever the topics we're talking about, man. It seems like you're getting used to this, and it seems like you got some depth, man. You can play with a lot of teams. Or is it more a style, or do teams really matter that much, I guess?
Oh, they definitely matter. You know, the top end of the teams, you know, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Eagles, those are all great teams in Madden. The Steelers kind of just lacked a playmaker on offense. That was kind of where I was struggling. Nobody was making anybody miss, or it's tough to get separation. They're dropping the ball for me. So, you know, it was just tough to score points, but we had a good defense. We were able to stop the run, stop the quarterback scramble, so we were able to do just enough.
All right, man, and you did just enough, man, and enough to move on to next week, man. We'll see you next week, and we'll see which team that you'll play with. Folks, if you want to be like this young man right here, Huskers, man, you can join us right now, ages 13 and up, all online. You can cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. Join us at theisgshow.com/Madden. Once again, if you want to be like Huskers and win some money and be on this fine program, the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming, check it out, theisgshow.com/Madden. Also, this post-game show brought to you by our good friends right here at Unos.com, not here. That'd be Unos Pizzeria in Clifton, New Jersey. The guys that really invented deep dish in 1943, drawing their identity and their inspiration from their origins there in the Chicago area, the Chi. Over 100 locations in 20 states. They also serve pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Got crafted beers, great cocktails, and also if you want to be in the healthy lifestyle, they got vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, Unos.com. All right, guys, it's been a great show, man. We're going to get out of here, man. Shout out the Huskers moving on once again, playing with the Steelers. We'll see them next week on ISG Football. For Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. And our guy, Nubyjas Wilborn. It's the Confluence, folks. It's the Confluence. Writer for Sports Illustrated and SI.com up in Pittsburgh, PA. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football and ISG Basketball here on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Thanks for watching, folks. That'll do it here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. We'll see you for ISG Basketball later in the week. Have a great week, folks. Bye-bye. Enjoy the NFL. The training camps are open. Bye-bye.